Created my own gas station that makes fuel from plastic waste. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Receipts with Rel. Now let's get right into it. This young man who goes by the name of Julian Brown has invented a machine that turns plastic into fuel. I just want to take the time to highlight this young man's success, give him his flowers. But baby, we gonna get into some things. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do a deep dive, and y'all know that. So most importantly, I'm doing this video to put the word out there to keep him covered, keep him protected.
So this is plastic crude oil. And as you can see, we have quite a bit of this plastic crude oil. Well, it can be fuel, but we need to refine it and clean it up. So here is plastiline, gasoline I made from plastic waste. We are going to put it inside of this weed whacker here. Inside this beaker here, I have 50 mil.
A bottle of piss. Is that horse piss?
10 mil of plastiline. We got some 2-stroke oil. We got to mix it together. Got to lube up the engine. All right, so we're going to mix it in. It's indeed in there. Yes, indeed. There we go.
That's about the best weed whacking I've seen done in 3 years.
Folks, I have just mowed the lawn with plastic waste. You guys understand what this equation is? Plastic plus microwaves
Equal Diddy oil.
equals equals fuel. Any youth can understand is the power of believing in yourself and perseverance, because the first person that you need to believe in is yourself beyond anybody else, because you have no control over, if your friends, your family believe in you or not. But if you believe in yourself that, you are here to do something great, then you will keep working towards it no matter what. I believed that I was here to do something for Earth since I was around 5 years old. I once told my mom, I told her when I was 5 years old that I'm going to do something for humanity, something great for everybody. And I believed it in myself since then. And it took up until I was 17 until I started to work towards it. But regardless, I kept believing in myself that I would. I knew it within me. And then you combine that with perseverance, never giving up. And it's impossible to fail. If you believe in yourself and you keep working, you will get somewhere after enough time. Refine it into pure products. I'm about to do the biggest ever run of my plastic to fuel reactor behind me here. This right here is 10 pounds or 4.5 kilos of shredded plastic. Let's put this plastic in my plastic to fuel reactor and see how much oil we make from 10 pounds of plastic. All right, plastic has been loaded into this beautiful machine. Let's go ahead and turn her on. With every single thing on this machine, they're pulling 48.4 amps. After the machine has been on for some time, oils fall down the condenser system. We got oil, baby. This here is just some of the oil we got. We consume 30 kilowatt hours over the course of about a 3-hour run. In fact, we got just under 2 liters of fuel. And for reference, 2 liters is enough to fill up this whole thing pretty much. So we definitely have more than enough oil now to start distilling. The distiller is right here, and this distiller will let us turn this into gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, refine it into...
Man, this guy is a genius, and it really just makes me happy to see people in our community to be excited to showcase this level of brilliance. No hesitation with, not worrying about what the outside world may think. This level of confidence, I gotta give it to this young man. Something I found concerning was upon scrolling on his page, when he was early in his invention and when he was early in developing his invention, someone set it on fire. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I don't believe in too many coincidences either. You know, I don't get too deep into the conspiracies of this happened because of this without solid proof. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I might even have an intuition about something, but I'm not necessarily going to speak on it on a public platform without more evidence. So what I will say is this situation reminded me of, there were two guys who figured out how to make cars run on water. So one of the first guys who invented the water-powered car, he went by the name of Stanley Meyer. Now, Stanley passed away in 1998. He was at a public restaurant, okay? He went to take a sip of the cranberry juice or whatever type of juice it was that the waitress gave him. After the first sip, he immediately gets up as if he's gone crazy, and he puts his hands around his neck and says, "They poisoned me." He passed away right there on the scene, y'all. They never really dug too deep into it. They ruled his death of natural causes of a brain aneurysm due to hypertension. Now, according to the U.S. court, his claims of being able to run a water-powered car were all false. They're saying that, you know, his invention was pretty much a lie and that his invention wouldn't have worked. That's what the court said. But he wouldn't be the last person to create such invention. Now, I don't know if y'all remember the mass shooting that happened in Buffalo. But in May of 2023, there was a tragedy where a lot of people lost their lives. One of the people who lost their lives, his name was Aaron Salter, y'all. And he was an officer. He was a retired police officer. But one of the things that I think should be highlighted is the fact that he himself also was working on inventing a water-based car.
Aaron Salter Jr. wore many hats in his life. Retired police officer, substitute teacher, but one of his true passions was science. He built a lab in his garage where he spent countless hours working to develop an engine that could run on water.
It's not running off of gas fumes? No, there's no gas fumes. No gas fumes.
Sadly, for all he was in life, the world is learning his story because of the courage he displayed doing his job, protecting his community.
So when it comes to people making those type of inventions, it's wonderful in theory. And it's wonderful overall, not just in theory. But there are people who will lose a lot of money if these type of inventions, you know, actually come to fruition. And if they're produced on a mass scale. So, y'all know, I always talk about holistic healthcare versus the healthcare system that we have, how they're run completely different. And you know, the thing about it is a doctor doesn't want to actually cure you, because if they cure you, then they have no reason for you to keep coming back. What they're going to do is they're going to prescribe you something that'll keep you coming back, versus with the holistic approach, they're trying to, completely cure you of whatever, which is why we have people like Dr. Sebi, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, and Nipsey Hussle, and even Nick Cannon. He was about to release a documentary about the whole process and about Dr. Sebi, but somebody scared him out of it. Even Lisa Left Eye Lopez, she actually went to Honduras to meet with Dr. Sebi. And, you know, y'all, this stuff just gets deep. It gets deeper than rap. So I just want to, you know, I want us to figure out a way to come together when it comes to these type of groundbreaking decisions. I want us to be able to wrap an extra layer of protection around these chosen people, these intelligent people that we have in our community. They need to be protected. Now, how can they be protected? I don't know. I'm not sure. I ain't got the answer, Sway. I don't have the answers. But I open up these discussions because I'm open to the comments. I want to hear what the commenters have to say. I want to hear what y'all have to say. So y'all comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire video. If you want to support me, the best way to support is to like, comment, and subscribe. Especially subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Your girl is still trying to get to 10K. Can we get to 10K subscribers? I think we can do it, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And as always, I'm going to meet y'all in the comments.